Time, I would like to bring up our general evaluator, which is also our president, Connie Oxford.
Thank you, my fellow Toastmasters. A lot of things will be cut short on the general evaluation because we had no table topics, no word of the day, no grammar. But I would like to review the meeting, and we do have evaluations tonight. And in between evaluations, so that Matt doesn't get winded, we'll have our area governor come up and tell us where the next contest is, and possibly, since did not make training, but we did hear about a marketing plan that they've come with, maybe she can enlighten us a little bit on that. So, the meeting did start a little late. We were kind of short on I did not copy the form. Thank goodness Sarah came through and got here for us. Thank you very much, because I didn't copy them. And I think we winged it pretty well for the, for not having the form to get started with. And a couple people were ill, sick, so I was glad Martha and her mother were here from Arkansas to help us out. Kansas.
KU basketball, Kansas.
Okay. Quick, I have to remember to click my shoes.
That's right.
Take me back to Kansas. Now, you lived in Kansas, too?
I did, yeah.
And you got to New York by clicking your heels?
By way of Hawaii.
I want to go with her.
So the meeting went pretty well. The speeches were awesome. Everybody did a great job again. Stepping outside of your box, that's what Toastmasters is all about. And without any further ado, the two people that had speakers that would like to be evaluated were Piyush and Lynette. And I would like to introduce my confident mentor, friend, reason I joined Toastmasters. Please give me a nice warm welcome for Matt Hannafin.
Thank you. Hello, Toastmasters, welcome guests, and most importantly, Piyush. It's my pleasure to evaluate your speech, and I mean that with the most sincerity possible, because this was the best speech I've ever witnessed you're giving. I don't know if it was the contest that made you dig a little bit deeper, or if it was the nature of the speech and the task that you were giving, but you took the biggest step that I've seen you ever take out of your comfort zone. And that's one of the things that this speech probably is supposed to do to all of us. This was the vocal variety speech in the basic manual, and there's a whole bunch of criteria that I rated you on, Piyush, and you can see a lot of these. I'm not going to have time to touch on them all. I do think that your speech was an excellent topic choice, because I definitely think that the interaction of the two characters lent itself to the use of vocal variety. I think that there were definite times in your speech when your expression and your expressiveness of the two characters and what they were trying to say came out very strongly, and I think you can consider that part of your speech a wonderful success. So you talked about organization. Your speech was a story, so I'm not sure that there's anything you could have done differently on the organization, and I think it flowed well. So the organization I checked off as being very good. And I also like, in addition to the vocal variety that you used, I liked your expressiveness. I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but I did. This was a big, at least for me, it was a big step out of my comfort zone doing vocal variety. But didn't Piyush look like he was comfortable? And didn't he look like he was having fun up here and enjoying himself? It sure seemed that way to me. He was smiling, and I really got the sense that you were having fun up here. There's a couple of things I'd like to pass on as feedback. One of them is going to be strictly on the basis that this was a tall tale contest. Normally with a tall tale contest, and you may not have known this, you're supposed to end the speech with a kind of a surprise or a twist or some type of larger-than-life exaggeration. So in terms of the tall tale, that's unique. It's not part of the speech assignment, so in reading that you wouldn't have known. But if you are representing the club at the next level, you may want to think of a way to work that in. It will help you when you're at your next level of competition. The other thing that I would like to recommend, the speech talked about vocal variety, and there were 2 times when you were exceptional in it. But I also felt that there were times when you could have done it more. The first time you talked about it is when you had Alexander inviting the saint to go back to Greece and Rome with him, and that was fabulous. And then the second time was at the end when the saint was kind of taunting Alexander once he drew the sword. And I thought there were maybe a couple times that you could have done that same, and it would have made your speech a grand slam and a wonderful success. So you should definitely feel proud. You took a big step, and you did very well. And if you keep this up, you'll be representing the club all kinds of times at speech contests, and I look forward to seeing more of your speeches. Thanks.